The relationship between the BTS members has always been a topic of conversation, but there are truths that many people prefer to ignore. Some people seem to live in a bubble where they interpret every gesture from Jimin and Jungkook as irrefutable proof of their supposed special connection, when in reality the evidence points in another direction. It's curious how these same fans criticize others for fantasizing while they construct narratives based on minimal interactions, which, if analyzed objectively, make no sense. If we're talking about concrete proof, Jikookers can't show private moments between them because there are simply no personal posts of them together. Jungkook has never shared intimate photos with Jimin on his social media, and the only official record is that Weber's image from Festa after completing his military service. On Instagram, Jungkook has only posted content about Taehyung, never about Jimin or other members in personal contexts. The dynamics of celebrations between the members clearly demonstrate where each member's emotional priorities lie. Jungkook doesn't usually publicly wish his bandmates a happy birthday, and when he has, it's been a long time ago. Jimin did try to make a difference by posting a photo of Jungkook on his birthday, but it wasn't a personal shot, it was an image from the show Are You Sure? He tried to contact him directly that day, but Jungkook didn't reply because he was having dinner with Mingyu, showing that there was no urgency or special priority in that supposed intimate moment between them. When Jimin participated in the Killing It Girl challenge, what he shared was a promotion for his show, not a personal gesture toward Jungkook. The only evidence that Jikookers usually present is a photo taken by a fan who saw them together, a situation as casual and spontaneous as anyone might have with any coworker. These promotional or casual interactions can't compare to the consistency and care that Jungkook has shown toward Taehyung over the years. The difference in how Jungkook treats Taehyung is evident and verifiable from 2013 to 2025. For a long time, he found different ways to celebrate Taehyung's birthday, demonstrating constant and deliberate care. It's understandable that during 2023 and 2024 they couldn't share these moments publicly due to his military service, but 2025 marked an epic return to that tradition. Jungkook not only congratulated Taehyung, but he did so exceptionally, posting 2 different videos on different platforms, Instagram and Weverse. This gesture in 2025 speaks volumes about the true importance Taehyung holds in Jungkook's life. Duplicating posts on different social media platforms isn't a casual thing, especially when it comes to someone who, as we've already mentioned, rarely shares his personal life with other members. Jikookers try to downplay this by saying it's normal, but any sensible person can recognize that such a level of dedication is not common in Jungkook's celebration routines. That Taekook livestream remains vivid in the memories of so many, an unforgettable moment overflowing with tenderness and affection. Taehyung's touch on Jungkook's fingers was delicate, as if their hands knew a language only they understood. That gentle gesture carried a silent romance, filled with a love that needs no words to be palpable, one of those details seemingly designed to be felt rather than seen. Those fleeting touches reveal a deep connection, as if their souls sought closeness even when the cameras were rolling, demonstrating that their bond transcends the public eye. I recall other videos where Taehyung and Jungkook subtly brush against each other, with touches that seem meant only for them, like whispers amidst the noise. For example, that time Jungkook, while holding Tae's hand, drew it closer and slipped his fingers inside Taehyung's sleeve, caressing it with a breathtaking delicacy. It was a romantic moment, something that should belong only to the two of them, charged with unspoken emotions as palpable as a heartbeat. The same kind of affection was seen when Taehyung so gently touched Jungkook's fingers, a gesture that speaks volumes, as if their bodies recognized each other without need for explanation. Taekook's touches are proof of a pure love, a constant need to be close, to feel each other even in the simplest moments. It's incredibly beautiful, but it's also heartbreaking to think that they can't love each other with the freedom they deserve. Holding hands or hugging in public are everyday acts for many, but for them, they are privileges, moments they must carefully ration. Even so, they never miss an opportunity to show their loyal and profound love, even if it's in secret, as if every gesture were a silent promise of what they feel. No one is more deserving of living and showing such an inspiring love as Taehyung and Jungkook. From the bottom of our hearts, thousands of people wish that one day they can love each other without fear, without having to hide their feelings. Because true love knows no gender or appearances, it only recognizes a soulmate, that someone who makes your heart beat faster and gives life meaning. Freedom for Taekook is a longing for so many, a hope that remains alive because their love is too great to stay hidden. I am convinced that one day they will achieve it, because love, when it is real and genuine, always finds a way to overcome any obstacle. In the meantime, I will continue to treasure each of their moments, every discreet touch, and every glance, because those are the testimonies of a love that is fragile yet unbreakable. Taehyung and Jungkook deserve to be happy, they deserve to live their story without restrictions, and the universe, sooner or later, will grant them the freedom they so deeply desire. Meanwhile, their love will continue to be a silent yet powerful light, capable of inspiring thousands to believe in the power of true feelings. Therefore, when speaking of the love that Taekook represents, the aim is not to build castles in the air or romanticize fantasies, but to sincerely acknowledge the admirable strength of a relationship that has grown and remained alive against all odds. It is a deep affection that does not wither with distance, nor break in the face of obstacles. On the contrary, it strengthens with each new stage that life presents them. Everything else, the doubts and external whispers, is just background noise that cannot change what is essential: the existence of a real and palpable bond. What truly matters are those authentic, visible, and concrete moments they have shared, small glimpses of a connection that speak louder than any declaration and that have been etched in the memories of those who have witnessed their story. There is no one more deserving of living and showing such an inspiring love as the one that Taehyung and Jungkook seem to cultivate. From the depths of their souls, thousands yearn for the day they can love each other without fear, without having to hide their feelings or measure every word. Because true love knows no gender or appearances, it only recognizes a soulmate, that special person who makes their heart beat faster and gives their entire life a new and profound meaning. For so many, Taekook's freedom is a collective longing, a hope that remains alive because their perceived love is too great, pure, and powerful to remain hidden in the shadows forever. It's a feeling that resonates universally, a desire to see a connection that seems so authentic and is full of potential to be an example of sincere affection fully blossom. Currently, the dynamic between Taehyung and Jungkook may seem more reserved, with fewer moments shared in the public eye, but this apparent calm doesn't imply a rift in their relationship. For those who have followed them closely for years, it's clear that the foundation of their bond remains intact, like the well-built structure that can withstand any storm. Their connection has its cycles, sometimes it shines brightest under the spotlight, and other times it retreats into privacy, but it never disappears. The absence of constant public displays doesn't alter or degrade what they have patiently built away from the cameras. It's a relationship that thrives on its own essence, not on external validation. Many of the gestures and glances they've exchanged over the years reflect a level of closeness and mutual understanding that transcends the need for daily reassurance to stay strong. It's a trust forged day by day, in moments of unconditional support, in shared laughter, and also in the comfortable silences that only two truly connected souls can experience. This intimacy manifests itself in details that seem small to the rest of the world, but are of immeasurable value to them: spontaneous support, a knowing glance in a crowd, genuine concern for each other's well-being. These are the most compelling proofs that their bond is not superficial or fleeting, but a fundamental pillar in their lives. Ultimately, to speak of Taekook is to speak of the evolution of a feeling that has adapted and matured alongside them. It is not a static relationship, but a living organism that breathes and grows, demonstrating that the strength of a bond lies in its capacity to endure and transform. Their story is a reminder that the deepest connections don't need to be constantly on display to prove their worth.